What's up? It's the Game Bastard. I've been wanting to do a series of videos for some time of recent video game pickups, hauls, plunderings, whatever the fuck you want to call them. And I see a lot of other guys doing these, and I say to myself, I want to be that guy. And in reality, I actually am 2 or 3 of those guys. You can figure out what that means. I'm going to do these videos every other week whenever I pick stuff up, which is pretty common, so it's safe to say every other week. So let's get to the getting. Right off the bat, there's a store in South St. Paul called Level Up Games, owned by 2 friends, both named Tony, and one of them went to Panama recently and came back and brought me a couple gifts. And they're both bootleg Famicom games. The first is 136-1. This had supposedly had Mario Sunshine and Sky Destroyer and Pac-Man and Kung Fu. It's just Mario, plain old Super Mario Brothers from Nintendo. You just start on different levels. Same thing with Kung Fu. Sky Destroyer, actually, it's kind of a cool game. It's probably a bootleg of something, but I don't know. I didn't really do any research, and I'd never heard of it. Like Afterburner, but in World War II. So pretty rad. This other one's 112-1, and this supposedly had Pokemon and Bomberman. I got myself ahead in the Mega Man series. Bomberman, Mahjong, Road Fighter. It didn't work. I got to the screen where you could pick the games and nothing happened. So I don't know if there's some cryptic Japanese thing I had to do, if I'm just not, honorable enough to play it. But it's probably just fucking broken. Actually, it's from Panama, so I don't. Maybe that's what the problem is. Maybe I'm trying to go about this in a Japanese way, when in reality I should be going about a Panamese. What the fuck are people from Panama called? It doesn't really matter. Next up on the Japanese realm of things, we have Dino Crisis 2 for PlayStation. This is the Japanese version. I haven't played it yet. I don't know if it's any different than the US version of Dino Crisis 2. I didn't like this game nearly as much as I liked the first one. It's a cool game, but I have this thing for cryptic puzzles and decipherings and story, and I really enjoyed the first one. This one was okay, so I'll give it a shot. Next up is, and I'm surprised I didn't actually own this game until very recently, although I did own it for PC. This is Escape from Monkey Island. If you've never played a Monkey Island game before, shame on you. You don't know what the fuck you're missing. Recently, Telltale Games bought the licenses and released their own game to the storyline. They redid the first 2 games that you can pick up on PSN and Xbox Live or Steam. Do it. Do yourself a favor and do it. God, they're so good. Even the remakes are cool because they even got commentary from the creators, which are Tim Schafer, Ron Gilbert, Dave Grossman, who did Day of the Tentacle and Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, I believe they all worked on as well, but I might be wrong. Grim Fandango, I'm pretty sure they all worked on together. If it weren't for those guys, games wouldn't be what they are today. And a lot of you people probably don't remember the old LucasArts point-and-click games, but they are probably some of the best games that have ever been made, and generally are considered to be. So yeah. Anyways, picked up Escape from Monkey Island. I'm gonna play it. I haven't played it on PS2, and it's been a long time since I've actually played this game. But I remember it being really funny and piratey and awesome. So there you go. Next up on my list, I have Pokemon Soul Silver for the DS. I played Heart Gold, and it's fucking awesome. I actually picked this up at one of the evil big box stores, and I'm not going to open it. I'm going to leave this one be. Maybe I'll just get a card only or something and if I really want to play it, but I love the Pokemon games so much. They're so much fun, and Pokemon is such a great series, and I don't give a shit if you think it's for little fucking kids or whatever. You can go fuck the biggest fucking pole in your house. I don't give a shit. And I love you, because I love Pokemon. Next up we have a Hideo Kojima game. This is Zone of Enders. I haven't played it. I've heard nothing but good things about it. It's probably fucking awesome. Knowing the quality. Hideo Kojima is pretty much is Japanese for guaranteed quality, as far as I'm concerned, and really, really long cutscenes. Now, I've got a fucking stack of Atlus games. I love Atlus. Great company, great games, the risk takers as far as I'm concerned. Always doing something interesting. The first one I got was Samurai Western. And this was made by the same guys as Acquire and Spike, who did the Way of the Samurai games, which I have a spot in my heart for and always will. I love those choose-your-own-adventure kind of games. In fact, they're one of a kind. I don't know any other game that's even close. When people are like, well, what's it like? And I'm like, I don't really know how to explain it. There's like 30 fucking different endings. It's 2 hours long each ending, so, you know, you get a lot of gameplay in. Unfortunately, this wasn't like that. It was more like Dynasty Warriors. Samurai goes to the western, you know, the Old West, searching for somebody, and it was, you know, level by level. It was a cool game, don't get me wrong, but I was really expecting something different, or hoping for something different. My fault for not reading reviews, right? Next on the... I got a whole bunch of these games. Atlus list is one of the Shin Megami Tensei, or however you pronounce it, because I'm American, and I don't pronounce other things from other people's languages. Yuck. That's me being sarcastic, by the way. This is Nocturne. I haven't played it. I'm sure it's fucking awesome, because it says Shin Megami Tensei on it. And this one's sealed, so I'll probably end up buying just a disc only if I want to play it. Again, another game that I haven't played that says Shin Megami Tensei on it is Devil Survivor 2 for DS. I played the first one. First one I loved. I thought it was really cool. So I'm hoping similar results from this game. Now, today is June 24th, 2012. My birthday is tomorrow. I'll be 28. And it took me this long to play a Persona game. And I'm really kicking myself. If I go back in time, I just punch myself in the face. Just, oh, why'd you do that, future Nick? And I'll be like, because you didn't play a fucking Persona game, idiot. I picked up Persona 3 FES from PlayStation 2. And holy God, I am in love. What a phenomenal game. Such a crazy storyline. Really fun. I love how they break up the text and give you some choice as far as the dialogue that your character is actually going to say. The gameplay is fun. There's this dark hidden hour that you have to deal with, and you're a chosen one or something. And I mean, they really make sure you pay attention to this game too, because there's points in the game where you're in class, you're a student, and you're in class, and the person next to you will say, hey, what was the answer to number 2, and or whatever the fuck they say. And if you weren't listening to the teacher, you're gonna get it wrong, and you get marked. Plus or minus to certain attributes if you get those questions right. So they give you some incentive to actually pay attention to what the fuck's going on in the game. Genius. So in that respect, I had to go pick up the first 2, and I picked them up for PSP actually. So that's Persona 1 for PSP, and Persona 2 for PSP. Sorry, there's light reflecting off of it, so I'm trying to get these at an angle. I haven't played them yet. They're both sealed. I don't know if I'm going to open them, but again, probably just get disc only so I can actually play them. Fucking, I hope they're awesome though. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're just phenomenal. And last on the Atlus list here is a game called Steamboat Chronicles. And this is a weird game. I didn't get that far in it, but you walk around in some sort of steamboat, and you're in a band, and the controls are really awkward, and they're going to take some time to get used to, and I'm burping. So, you know, we'll see. I'll give it a chance. It's probably awesome. It's made by Atlus. So again, my birthday's tomorrow, and on Friday night, today's Sunday, it was Friday night, I walked into my girlfriend's house, and sitting on the table were 2 things that I never thought I'd see sitting on a table next to each other. My girlfriend's my fucking hero. I love her. She's awesome. And you're going to see why in a second. First off, we have This is the Nintendo R.O.B. Deluxe set. This has got Rob the Robot in it with all the little odds and ends, plus a Nintendo, Zapper, Duck Hunt, and Gyromite. It's complete. I don't know if it works yet. I haven't actually turned it on yet, but I'm sure it does. It's only missing the Duck Hunt manual. I can get one for like 30 cents on eBay, I'm sure. So, awesome. Totally awesome. Yay. I sent a picture to the guys. He bought this from Level Up in South St. Paul as well. I sent them a picture of me hugging Rob, and they told me to put it on a postcard. Now, for the grand finale. Brrr, drum roll, please. This is the other birthday present my girlfriend got me. And this thing is so cool. And it's heavy as shit. This is a light-up Nintendo 64 display sign. I don't know if I'm getting this whole thing in here. I'm trying to see over the top. Hey. This thing is so cool! It's fucking two-sided, lights up. I guess the light bulbs need to get replaced on it, but whatever. It's a fucking awesome condition. There's like one little scratch on it. The chip's not peeling or anything. This is an official one, too. I've seen a lot of Chinese knockoffs, but this has actually got the Nintendo logo on it. So this is the real deal. I guess I only made like 100 of these things. So I'm super happy about this. So that's pretty much what I got for you today. My girlfriend, Michelle, did actually grab me some DS games that some kid left at fucking her restaurant like months ago and never came back for them. But it wasn't anything too crazy. Mario Kart DS and Rune Factory 2 were in there and some other odds and ends, but I forgot to grab them. That just came to mind right now. So thanks for those two. So that's what I got for you today. Everybody fucking rock on, and I'll talk to you next time. Later.